Welcome back to Rogue Trader and Salis Prime. For a moment there I thought we were floating in mid-air. Let's go.
In this task,
At last, the mystery of the Atlas is revealed. What I carried in my chest for so many years has been explained, as have my special powers.
Tisiphony's experiments crossed the line into heresy. Were it not for the special privileges of the Navis Nobilite, your house would have been overthrown and destroyed long ago. I would like to believe that in the future, House Orselio will seek out more acceptable ways of consolidating its power.
A rippling silhouette appears where the light rays coming from the sorcerer's device converge. Ah, the little puppet of Dogmas. The one who was so kind as to bring me and my brethren to this planet. You've returned to me, and just at the right time too. Who are you? I do not know you, sorcerer. No, you don't, but you should. I am called Brother Afterlight. Divine blessing flows through my veins, and my ears hear whispers of the truth that you will never comprehend, puppet. All you need to know is that all of the disciples of the Final Dawn in this corner of the Corona's expanse, I am the strongest. You lot again! I see you are acquainted with my brethren in faith. If so, then you must also know that we are without number. Destroy our cell on one world, and we will rear our heads on a dozen others. Well, that's enough of that. The little puppet brought some friends with her. Good. I've just finished with the remains of the last group of fools who risked coming to this planet with you. Remember their death cries, don't you? Or do their lives of mere pawns mean nothing to you? The Emperor accepted the souls of his faithful. They died cursing your name. The name of the puppet who had brought them to the slaughter and then alone escaped with her life. Enough! Be silent! Argenta, you don't own a gun. The heretic was deliberately trying to awaken my anger. He is wrong to think that he can manipulate the chosen one of the Holy Terror. You are right. He will not lead us astray. Never. Evil cannot push back a righteous flame. Then let us go and put an end to this evil. It was just a hologram and you destroyed this lens. We've seen this lens
they
before.
will see. Oh, yes,
I
they
did
all
it.
will see.
Must have assembled it here after transporting the components from elsewhere. Chaos Body Glove. 15 more damage to any Psyker or Navigator power? You're wearing that. Right here. Right now.
If only that were possible.
Oh, it's heretical. Never mind then. Demolition.
I better myself through my service.
I don't want it. It's two-handed.
My nerves are frayed.
My warp sight reveals something.
What did you see? I don't see anything. The planet's weather constitutes a serious obstacle to successful landing. And so we meet face to face. Welcome to my temple. Your every word defiles the air of this place, heretic. The threshold of the sacred ship is not your temple, and it never will be. You have no idea how mistaken you are. For a long time now I have been preparing to bend this relic of your cult of puppets to my master's will. You Imperium lackeys are blind, stubborn, and carry the stench of dead flesh wherever you go. But you make for good sacrifices, and the baubles you worship make for superb materials for artifacts. I am the maker of miracles, the arch-artificer of the final dawn. My hands mold creations capable of transforming reality. Bone flutes that summon my master's angels from the immaterium. Lenses that burn away the imperfections of people and worlds. Such things require resources. I found good use for the rabble that came with you to the planet back then. I'll find a use for your new friends too. And you, and the ship, and whatever relic it holds. No more words! Accept your death, heretic! Feel the wrath of true divinity, puppets of the corpse!
Spectacle of your demise!
What a funny guy! Argenta, at the front. Well, not exactly at the front. You know what I mean. No, I don't want you there. Stand there for a moment, just in case, Argenta starts shooting indiscriminately. Heinrichs. Am I forgetting someone? Yes, I'm forgetting myself. I hope they don't have AoEs. Pascal, you do the honors.
Central prognosis is favorable. The Omnissiah knows all.
Do you reject the flesh? These guys do. Put the frontliners there. This here for Argenta.
Request approved. My vow is to serve.
And this here for us.
Central prognosis is favorable.
Joint analysis. And I am ready. I thought Argenta was playing first.
Cubs play.
Now then. Burn them all!
None can do it.
Burn them again, please. Oh no. Wait. Maybe. Oh, I can. Wait, don't move, don't move. Stop. Olfar, don't move. Olfar. Damn it. There we go. Okay.
So it shall be.
Kick him!
Fame-hungry come.
I thought it would be Argenta's turn. I also want to try my new axe.
Death to the weak.
Argenta is playing after this turn. There we go. There we go. I can't mark you. I don't know why. Why won't you let me mark you?
Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak.
Fuck him up. Oh boy.
Prayer.
What the fuck is that? A chaos spawn? Where did that come from?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's mark some faces.
I'll do it. I am his will made manifest. As the Emperor commands, none can escape the Emperor's
Finish this
judgment.
nonsense off, please.
This is why I was chosen.
Again.
Eradicated.
Damn, she's cool. She's so cool.
Faith without deeds is none can escape escaped the Emperor's judgment.
Wait, I didn't hurt him. Oh, I might have to break the
Doubt
lens
is for the
first.
weak.
I can go again, you fools! No more lens for you.
Strike is a prayer.
Fucking
As the
destroyed.
Emperor commands, I eradicate it.
Think she's done? My turn! I'm going in!
Fate claims another one. What if
Oh, I didn't reach him, no! Everyone on
a
me!
wicked thought?
Attack me!
Let's see.
He's not attacking me. I have a better
Genius at
idea.
work. Behold my artistry! You are marked for demise. Behold! Another one is shattered.
I am not done with you!
Let's see. War is my muse.
And finally you. Alright. Now Cassia. Blow him up if you please.
If I may, as duty demands.
Easy peasy. Who's alive? Oh, this guy. Hello.
I'm not accustomed to
Heinrichs,
being
take
ordered
this.
around.
Who plays first? Heinrichs. Perfect.
Me, if you insist, Lord Captain. I am a navigator, not a servitor. If I
Take
may.
all the buffs.
I'm done with this one.
Argenta gestures for you to stop. She looks at the shining entrance to the ship and begins to speak, quietly and solemnly. When I first learned of this planet's existence, what the hell is that noise? Of the great relic that lies before us, I decided that I was chosen for a great destiny, that the Sane whose name I bear had summoned me, led me through the void and the nightmares of the maw, all so that I could enter the sacred halls of this ship and accept your boon. Perhaps there was too much hubris in those thoughts. I made many a mistake on my way here. My pilgrimage to the sacred ship will become my trial. Yet I do not fear trials, for I draw strength from them. I do not turn my back on my mistakes, for I find wisdom within them. I walk forth with an open heart. You speak as though you intend to go alone. I do. This is my personal trial, rogue trader. Besides, so it is written in the life of Saint Argenta that pilgrims may enter the ship one by one, for their deeds must first be measured. Every pilgrim will thence be permitted to behold the relic or denied that right, according to their past actions and the strength of their faith. What if I too wish to enter the ship? You may, but you must wait for my return. Please understand that this ship is more than just a curious ancient site waiting to be explored. The ship itself is a relic imbued with great power. You saw it yourself. Even a sinister sorcerer, the arch-enemy servant in all that time, could not find a way inside. Only pilgrims may enter, and only those whose soul is without flaw. Go, Argenta. May you find what you seek. Only the worthy, those whom the saint accepts, may enter these gates. The undeserving will be rejected. I am ready to accept your verdict. Without another word, she starts walking towards the ship, toward the blinding light pouring through the gates. What the hell? Lord Captain, please return to the ship. I urge you to hurry. The storm is coming, the one I warned you about. You can't survive it on the planet's surface. Yeah, but what about Argenta? Are we going to leave her here? What the fuck is that noise? I wish to leave now. Please
There will be
free me.
Peace in my wake.
I hope she comes back and she doesn't die. She is my damage dealer, my main damage dealer. Rogue trader. Argenta is resplendent. The fire of faith burns in her eyes more brightly than ever before, and the majestic power armor in which she's clad shines just as bright. It can hardly even be called mere armor. It looks more like an artistic masterpiece, a beautiful painting, the sight of which fills the beholder's heart with inspiration and hope. I have returned from my pilgrimage, Rogue Trader. I have returned with a relic that was once bestowed upon my patron saint. So this armor is the 1 star? Yes, I found it at the end of a long journey through Saint Argenta's ship, and the moment I touched it, my heart was filled with calm and hope. It is a sacred relic, but its place is not within the darkness of a far-off planet, but on the field of battle against things impure and profane. And I am proud to have been— I'm sorry, excuse me for a moment. Sorry about that. I choked with my own spit. And I am proud to have been chosen as its wearer and keeper. What did you see inside the ship? I saw both everything and nothing. I walked the entire path in darkness, with nothing but my intuition to guide me. There were times when I felt like I was passing through grand palaces and cathedrals untouched by decrepitude or elements. Other times, it was like I was trudging through boneyards, places where martyrs had died at the hands of heretics. Only twice did light fall upon my face, when I saw the sacred relic before me, and when I saw the way out into the bright light of day. But through every moment of that dark journey, I knew I was not alone. The light of Terra and the call of my patron saint were with me the entire way. It is good to have you back. We have many battles ahead of us. Indeed, and I am ready to follow you again, more than ever. And we leveled up. Hello, good kitty. I want to talk to Argenta before we go. Maybe she has something more to say to me except for greetings.
Greetings to you, Rogue Trader.
Your pilgrimage is complete. Do you still wish to follow me?
More than ever, Rogue Trader. My place is on the field of righteous battle at the side of the Emperor's Chosen, the one who helped me reach my journey's end and obtain the holy relic. Lead, and I will follow.
Oh. Until next time. And now I believe we have Pascal's quest, which I don't know where it is just yet. Let's have a look at the Corona's Expanse. This companion quest was a short one. I was expecting of it to be at least, I don't know, have a couple more fights in it, potentially. Oh boy, we have to make this at least a yellow. I'm not traveling through that garbage. Make it easier for me, please. Yes, it's not yellow, it's orange. Where are we going for Pascal's quest? People want to see me again, but they refuse to build anything for me. Freaking peasants. System Speculo. Where is System Speculo? And why is it not marked on my map? Speculo. I'm blind again. System Speculo, it's here. I'm surprised it's not marked though. This is gonna summon a few garbage. I already know it. An unexpected report has arrived from the Navigator's Sanctum. A new path has revealed itself to the Navigator in a mystical vision. According to the Omen, the Void Ship will be safer on this mysterious route. But can one trust the Warp's revelations? Order to change course!
Oh my god! Enemies of humanity again!
Now, where were we? Cigarette. Mundus Valanches. Thank God nothing happened. What the frick is it? I lost it again. System Speculo. There it is. Oof, nothing happened. Great. Wait, I have 3 insights. I don't know where I got it from. But I'm not gonna ask any questions. Arc Mechanicus Hermetico. Explorator Flotilla. Your Ladyship, hailing the ship surrounding the Hermetico's wreck led to receiving the following transmission. We are the Cognizant Fleet. We praise the Messiah of discontinuing. We remain in prayer. We remain on standby. Let the cycle be discontinued. The Omniscience knows all, comprehends all. We are the Cognizance Fleet. We praise the Messiah of discontinuing. Pascal, it looks like a gathering of believers in discontinuing the cycle. Confirmed. The number of adherents of discontinuing the cycle does not correspond with the earlier prognosis. The willingness to declare one's commitment to the teachings of Blessed Amarnath is anomalous. This unit is intrigued. Patch in one of the captains. It will be done, Your Ladyship. Request denied. We are receiving only the message voiced earlier. Is there anything unusual about these ships? Yes, Your Ladyship. We are picking up traces of recent combat on many of the vessels. Numerous traces. Based on the initial radiation background assessment, it appears that an Adeptus Mechanicus weapon has been used against them. I hypothesize that the schism within the Cognizance Fleet has reached the climax. My tech comrades raised arms against one another. It is with sorrow that I register this information in the archive. Request a landing aboard this vessel. We have received a standard denial of request message, Your Ladyship. What outrageous impudence. Let us leave them alone then. As you wish, Your Ladyship. Maybe I can land... all of them are the same, right? Your Ladyship, according to the ship's registry, we're looking at the Arc Mechanicus Hermetico. We picked up a Vox signal coming from her. Permission granted. May the Messiah of Discontinuing reveal the way to a safe docking gate. The raspy voice of the person who recorded the message is vaguely familiar to you, but you cannot put your finger on it. Requesting the right to participate in the first boarding party. Evaluating shuttle docking options. Is there a safe docking spot? Not at the moment, Your Ladyship. The damage to the hull makes observation difficult, and the surviving vacuum locks are sealed shut. I hypothesize that the proper vacuum lock may be opened using my personal access code. Justification: a message from the Arc Mechanicus. What do we know about the ship? Its arc is sanctuary for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Every such ship is a relic. They are incredibly ancient and were made to search for the sacred standard template construct patterns. Legends tell of entire forged worlds that were literally disassembled for parts to make such vessels. In any case, he's a ruin of her former glory. We observe numerous traces of internal decompression, but not a single sign of aggression carried out from the outside. For what it's worth, some of the decks look intact, at least from the outside. We are also picking up strange radiation emanating from the hull. We believe the ship has been in the processional of the damned for a long time. Assemble the boarding crew. It will be done, your ladyship. No, I don't want Abelard. Get out of here. Argent, come back to me. Oh, level up. Excuse me. Excuse me. What level are we now? 47. Okay. Offensive follow. Do I even have that? Probably do. Unyielding resolve. Next. More toughness, please. I'm already pretty tough, aren't I? Weapon skill. You? What do I do with you? Open to the warp. Perilous ways. Enemies moved by the navigator. No, I'm not moving anyone. Those all are blue. Stacking the deck. Right. Oh, I like that one. And I'll give you some perception, maybe. Yeah, perception. Heinrichs. While under 40% wounds. Force weapons attack. Okay, hold on. Let's see the warp stuff. 10 or lower. In the first round of every combat, all psychic powers of the biome. Oh, I don't use biomancy. Am I using biomancy? I want something that drops the veil degradation. A Psyker next psychic power that targets only the target with corpus conversion will work as if the Psyker's PSI rating is too high or will not degrade. The veil will not trigger psychic phenomena or perils of the warp. Yes. Willpower. All far. Lifetime of scars. Stunned, prone, or blinded. Any ranged area and raised burst attacks of the arc militant reduce the weapon skill of all enemies hit by 10. Yes. And I'll give you toughness. Pascal. You're not wearing heavy armor. Can I give you heavy armor though? No. Not in this menu. Strategic offensive. Redeployment. Oh, this one stacks. Okay. And I'll give you either weapon skill or intelligence. I'll give you weapon. No, not weapon skill. I don't want to give you weapon skill. Intelligence. You are the smartest of us all. Argenta. Ready to serve. What does that mean? An enemy's difficulty tier is indicated by the number from 1 to 7 on their icon. A wretched, poorly equipped serf would likely be a difficult tier 1 enemy, while anyone of a difficult tier 7 is truly fearsome foe. Oh, yeah. And ballistic skill. Easy choice. Let's save our game. And proceed. It's a very dark corridor.
They will see. Oh, yes, they all will see.
I hear something. Who are you people? Are they frozen? They're statues? This ancient warrior's flesh was once enhanced with priceless augmetics, but they are dormant now. You guys don't mind if I take your goods? Chief? The lean, hunchbacked man studies you with his piercing gaze. One of his eyes looks you up and down, the other has been replaced by a bulky augmetic, ancient and adorned with gold, but is deactivated for some reason. He states in a dry voice, "The ghosts of nothingness have entered the deck of the ENG tribe." I greet your tribe. We come in peace. It does not matter. You are ghosts. Take a closer look at the man. The middle-aged man carries a potentia coiled on his shoulders, after the manner of tech priests. It is held in place by straps and it's not connected to anything. Its weight has given him a hunched back. One of his arms has been replaced by an exquisite tech scribe augmetic, but the quills and styli are incredibly dull, as though they have been scraped against bare rock, and the limb servo motor is dormant. I am registering evidence of precious true flesh being operated in unacceptable conditions. The markings indicate that this sacred metal was fashioned many centuries ago on blessed Mars. Putting it to such crude and careless use is an insult to the Omnissiah. Who are you? The undertakers of the world that expired in the great discontinuity of the cycle. The mourners holding an eternal requiem for the universe. Let the cycle be discontinued. It was discontinued a long time ago. Do you believe the world has perished? This statement is true. The world ceased to exist a very long time ago. It turned to nothingness, to ashes. All that's left are these ruins, the last shard of the universe, its cenotaph. What do you think destroyed the universe? The unthinkable was wrought. The cycle was discontinued. This tribesman mind is full of the most unenlightened superstition. Why does this unit seemingly know less than some primitive barbarian? Is that good or bad? Neither. It just happened. But it was a grievous event. And we grieve. Is that why you call us ghosts? Yes. There is only nothingness outside this ship. Sometimes it spits out ghosts born out of the world's ashes, and they wander in. The sight of you saddens us, for we mourn you. Alas, there is nothing we can do to help you. since you do not exist. I see. The man sighs and makes a sign with his hand that is vaguely reminiscent of a tech priest gesture to ward off evil. Pascal, what do you make of these people? Hypothesis: the primitive community is made up of descendants of low-ranking technomats who once serviced this deck. The name Acnin derives from category As Gen. As stood for the Acolyte category, which serviced the main decks. Gen referred to service staff who were assigned general, as opposed to specialized maintenance duties. The man looks at you and Pascal with indifference. He does not seem to have understood a single word. How do you survive here and what do you do? We hold a vigil for all existence, and the spirits of the mechanisms give us water, food, and nutrient mix. We thank them for that with rites of machine servicing and maintenance. So commands the great entity. I am registering multiple deviations from the catechism of maintenance and operation in the actions of these units. Hypothesis: the breaches of sacred instructions do not stem from a malicious lapse into heresy. They are a consequence of the rite having been lost to memory. A grave heresy, but not as profane. Who or what is the great entity? The supreme deity, the spirit of wisdom and revelations. It bears the name Marnat. I am registering a meaningful linguistic pattern, requesting all available information on Orn, Marnat. Marnat is a divine being of great wisdom. It was this great wisdom that discontinued the cycle, and all who had partaken of it lapsed into nothingness. We never partook of the wisdom, which is why we exist, and I have nothing to tell you about it, Ghost. You talk to us, your kingfolk do not? Why? I am the Fabricator General. My shoulders bear the sacred burden of leadership. The others fear you, as ghosts can carry the living away into nothingness. But I am protected by Marnat's grace. Fabricator General, I am registering heresy. The universe must have a Fabricator General, the supreme priest of the Omnissiah. There is none other to hold that title, therefore it is mine. Have you seen anything unusual lately? The echo of an old crime was heard beneath the arching vaults of our home. A ghost of nothingness walked among us, of like appearance to you but without a face. He spoke words that must not be spoken, and then penetrated the chamber of Observus, and our abode was shaken by the wrath of the gods for days, and we felt as though we were drifting through nothingness. That is him, my mentor, Amarnat. What did he look like? His brow bore the mark of sorrow, and past misdeeds, and his voice was like seeping sand. Was he alone? No, other ghosts walked with him, but he alone had a mind and a will. The others did his bidding. What is the Chamber of Observus? An abode of deities and mighty spirits, secluded from mortals. Down this great tube, they used to descend to the mortals. Now, they have all retired to the house of Observus, the calm and keen-sighted, there to remember and mourn the world that once was. The unit has given us a distorted description of the observatorium, the bay that housed the Hermeticos Bridge. There under a grand dome of glasscrete, the wisest hierarchs of the Adeptus Mechanicus would spend time in reflection and strive to discern the Omnissiah's guiding signs in the glitter of the stars. Correction. This data is a hypothesis. An archive search yielded no confirmation of this data. My possession of it is an anomalous cognitive fluctuation. I want to get in there. Abandon this thought. Your kind can go in there. The great tube was made for the travels of gods, not mortals. Only one who has the blessing of Pref, the great spirit, who rules this deck may approach the Great Tube, but even such a one will have tried in vain, for the Great Tube spirits have sealed its gate and will only open it to those who know the divine word. And the rust wraiths ensure that humans don't steal the word. They'll make short work of any thief. Who is the spirit Pref? The master of this deck, the second most important god after Marnat. Mortals cruelly betrayed his trust once, and he hasn't talked to them or protected them since. Pref only ever answers the shaman's invocations, and only occasionally at that. The tribesman profane speculations most likely describe an important machine spirit that remains awake, requesting a conversation with a unit identified as the shaman. Divine word? What divine word? Words command all of existence. The gods ruled the universe using words of power. There was a time when mortals too were granted knowledge of them, but that time died along with the world. Hypothesis: the term divine word refers to a command litany. A thorough understanding of the situation aboard the Hermetico will allow me to select the correct litany and recite it to the mechanisms that are still operational. What are rust wraiths? The ancient ones, the servants of the gods. They used to be the gods' great warriors. Now they guard the peace of this universal cemetery and see to it that mortals don't challenge the divine order. The Skitari, the deck guard. These immortal servants are an elite detachment of the crew blessed with the most ancient and wondrous augmetic enhancements. They could survive in a sleeping state for centuries even. Their presence here is unusual. Typically, the immortals only leave their storage chapel on special orders from the bridge. So how did the faceless ghost get in? He knew the secret. The spell was not of divine origin. Its power surpassed that of the gods. It was born in the mysterious depths of irregularity, and soon after a mortal first uttered it, the world was no more. The blessed Amarnath can command any mechanism on his ship. The indoctrinal heresy uttered by the unit is unworthy of attention. Your guesses are amazingly spot on, Pascal. This statement is false. Each of the hypotheses was logically deduced from our present situation. I see. Good. Don't seek to enter the god's abode, Ghost. It is no place for you. I must go. Farewell, Ghost. I hope nothingness summons you back into its embrace soon. I don't like your wishes. I'm getting out of here. After I steal your goods. Undamaged, okay?
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue threat.
Is this a door we can open? The bay was breached from the inside. Traces of scaling suggest the use of a melta charge. I don't like these sounds. I don't like them. The elderly Tex shaman looks up at you with dim eyes. He smells strongly of exhaust fumes. Have you come to speak to the great Pref ghosts? Pref will not speak your lesser tongue, but I can help, I can interpret. Look at the Tex shaman. The aging barbarian skin is covered in tattoos of mechanisms, as if the ink drawings of cogs could pass for actual augmetics. Wires and scraps of flex tubing are braided into his hair, as well as shards from broken data slate screen. Wait, this guy is not... Oh, okay. Cogitator circuit boards hung on threads from his large ceremonial drum. I am registering Category 6, 7, and 8 blasphemies in these tribesman vestments. Only enlightened tech priests are authorized to dismantle and interact with the bodies of sacred machines, and painting the skin in crude imitation of true flesh is a profane mockery. It is how I venerate the iron spirits who have done their duty and passed into nothingness, Ghost. I do this in the hope that I might gain some of their wisdom. This statement is false. I am not registering any veneration. Who is Pref? Our deck's great patron spirit who protects it and watches over everything that happens on it. Pref used to be a kind father to us until wicked people tricked him. That was when he disowned the mortals who lived here. He wiped the names of everyone who used to be under his patronage from his memory and no longer recognized their faces. Since then, Pref has been a harsh and cruel-hearted master who is deaf to our prayers. Pref. Hypothesis. The barbarian is using this debased designation to refer to a prefect enumerator, an especially sacred cogitator served by all of the deck's junior machine spirits. I am registering a Category 6 blasphemy. The tribesman claims to communicate with it. Only enlightened adepts of the Omnissiah are permitted to interact directly with the prefect enumerator. Hypothesis. The part of the legend that speaks of disowning the mortals and forgetting their faces describes the removal of access rights from authorized units. For reasons unknown, the prefect enumerator was ordered to cease accepting commands from outsiders. How do you talk to Pref? The tech shaman raises the roaring mechanical sensor and inhales a lungful of its aromatic exhaust fumes. Oh, that explains a lot. The tribesman's eyes grow dim, and he puts his hands on his drum. His fingers strike the taut synthetic leather with remarkable deftness and rhythm. Like this. I am registering category... Blast it, layman. This blessed smoke is meant for the sacred machines, not your lungs. This primitive melody is a language, our language, a variety of rhythm-based tech vernacular in which meaning is created by the lengths of pauses between the signals. The Aron priests of Fenris can speak binaric using flutes, drums, and bone rattles. Some of the rituals they use to appease machine spirits loathe the sound of the vox. We have come to plead for Pref's benevolence. Every word you say is accompanied by a series of quick drum taps on a complex choppy rhythm. Crackling comes in response from a vox hidden somewhere inside the wall. The tech shaman tilts his head and says, "The great Pref would like to know who is speaking to him." The prefect enumerator is running an identification procedure. Given existing data on the machine spirit refusal to follow orders within the chain of command, I predict that standard identifiers will be assigned a low priority. If the machine spirit speaks a tech priest language, do we even need the old man? This statement is false. The idiom is a distinctive vernacular most likely only used by the ship's crew. It is intuitively familiar to this unit, but not intelligible. Introduce yourself formally, Pascal. This unit is Magos Explorator Pascal Hanneman, a member of the Cognizance Fleet, presenting doctrinal compliance and algorithmic obedience certificates. The indicator on Pascal's neural cogitator glows. New data lights up Pascal's nospheric aura that no layperson can see. The tech shaman translates Pascal's words into quick taps on his drum, its dangling circuit boards jingling dramatically. He inhales the aromatic exhaust of his roaring sensor, listens carefully, and says in a strained voice, "Pref asks why she should treat your words with respect and not scorn them." The machine spirit is requesting to know this unit's access privileges. It refuses to submit to a stranger's will without a compelling reason. Machine spirits can be capricious and undisciplined. After years without sanctified maintenance, this one may have forgotten all about obedience. Normally in cases like these, a tech priest would bring the wayward spirit to its senses with a shock from an electric prod or a blow from a wrench, accompanied by the litany of uninterruptible obedience. Point at the surrounding ruins. Are you sure this is not a compelling reason? The hypothesis is of merit. This unit is conducting a rescue mission. in which the safety of an Archmago's rank unit is at stake, requesting emergency authorization. Brief inquiries why you're seeking his friendship. Hypothesis: the Prefect Enumerator's request is to be interpreted as, what is the purpose of your visit? Tell it you are on a mission from Armarnat. Perhaps the spirit knows who he is. I am following the orders of my mentor, Archmagos Amarnat, and correcting a mistake made decades ago. The Great Pref does not recognize your name or your face. He will not grant you his friendship and bids you to leave. The Prefect Enumerator's reaction is anomalous. Such disregard for regalia can only be explained by a protocol signifying an extreme degree of danger to the vessel. We have to go deeper! The ancient servitor seems dead. The infrequent twitching of his head is the only glimmer of life left in him. The numerous augmetic regalia embedded in the body of the servant of the Omnissiah speak to his high standing and devoutness. Can you activate him, Pascal? The tech priest carefully touches the servitor's withered body with his mechandendrites. Data spiked slide out of them sink into the servitor's augmetics. Pascal's vox sounds thoughtful and slightly puzzled. I identify this unit as Magos Logis Hextodon 11. The unit received 7 commendations for advances in astrography, recorded in the Fleet Archive. The unit, he liked watching the stars. He called them beacons left for us by the Omnissiah. The servitor gives a jolt, raises his head, and fixes his augmetic eyes on you. The large black circles of his visors are cloudy and covered in scratches. A pain moan comes from the speaker on the servant's throat.
Unit status operational. Unit identify itself as no data available. Error, malfunction. The Omnissiah knows. What?
He is suffering. This unit is long past its operational life expectancy, but the particularly ancient and sacred true flesh it was awarded for its outstanding service to the fleet is still prolonging its years. Do you know him? This statement is false. My archive has no record of any encounters with this unit or any archive requests concerning it. I just know, and I grieve. The tribespeople inscribed by his body with a blessed manual of maintenance and repair. Hypothesis: ignorant as to the true purpose of this litany, they perceived it as a health-replenishing magic spell. Tech Brother Hectodon 11. This unit identifies itself as Pascal Hanneman. Can you hear me? Do you know me? Can you tell me what happened here?
Executing function. All reserve capacities engaged in executing primary function.
We would like to go up to the observatorium.
Request denied. Access to the lift system denied. Service is in obscuratoria mode.
An obscuratoria is a complete ban on holy ministry within the compound. Any and all sacred maintenance procedures are deferred until after the ban is lifted. An obscuratoria is declared when a temple has been compromised by suspected corruption, before a battle, or in the event of a major critical incident. This unit cannot select the appropriate countermanding order without knowing the exact reason obscuratoria was declared. So what do we do? Isn't there a basement here or something? Oh, the ship is broken at that part. Yeah, okay. Is there anyone else I can talk to, maybe?
There will be no peace in my wake.
This is taking me back to the ship. Let's talk to the shaman again. To reach the ship's bridge, the visitors will have to find a way to remove the lockdown and make the system obey Pascal's orders. Find clues that could explain why the lift is blocked.
Patience! My nerves are frayed.
Residual traces of paper combustion inside this cogitator's casing. Okay. I am certainly missing something here.
What is that?
A secret door. We're good. Heavy lifters. The wearer gains 30 strength. Holy shit. Immune to toxin.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
That didn't do anything for us. And we have no access to anywhere else. There must be someone I can talk to. Avoids your gaze and makes a strange gesture. Some kind of ritual. This one open. It's not such a big place. It should be easy to find what we're looking for.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
I'm not sure what I am supposed to be doing here. Protocol violation. Use of weapons by Adeptus Mechanicus soldiers inside one of the ship's bays. Isn't that a clue? Should be a clue.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
They are imitating a reactor shutdown vigil. Are they the ones responsible for the lockdown, though? The handprints and footprints indicate that the locals have turned the sacred Unguent tank into something like a ritual font. There we go. This is odd. I see scratch marks from a servo claw on this venerable Skitari. A battle was fought here, and during preparations for it, Amarnat declared the observatorium off limits.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Wait, the other side. Pascal, unblock the lift. As its first pronouncement, this unit declares that no security threat to the High Observatorium is present. As its second pronouncement, this unit orders the operation of the lift system to be restored. In its third pronouncement, this unit confirms its authorization to issue that order. Unit's hierarchical rank not recognized. Authorization to give orders unconfirmed. Awaiting confirmation. This unit is not part of the Hermetico chain of command. It must introduce itself to the ship system for confirmation of its authority. I see. So we need a cogitator or something? How do we do that?
What lies beyond?
I don't think any of these things work. Or this. These guys are freaking me out. Do we talk to the shaman again, or...?
Patience! Oh, my nerves are frayed.
Oh, this takes me back to the voice ship. What haven't I done? How dare they set up camp right in the heart of the sacred machine? This is sacrilege against the blessed remains.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
Whose innards need take
Oh
leave
my
of
god,
their
you scare the
gods?
shit out of me, Ulfar. It's gotta be something we can use, dude. I thought I had the answer, but now I'm at a loss again. Find clues that could explain why their lift is blocked. Yes. And now meet the
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
I still need authorization. How do we get authorization without talking to Pref? Has been gutted, its innards replaced with candles that cast glints on the black plex glass. I am looking for a cogitator potentially, and I don't know where to find one.
Ha! There will be no peace in my wake.
Oh. Tell him you are the Messiah of discontinuing. Is this gonna work? The machine spirit is requesting to know the unit's access privileges. Refuse to submit to a stranger's will without a compelling reason. You are an eminent and venerable Magos. It cannot ask for more than that. It wouldn't dare. By my power as a Magos Explorator decorated with 4 1-grade promotions and an entitlement to Category 3 Sacred Augmentation, as well as likely the only active ordained tech priest of the Adeptus Mechanicus aboard the void ship, I appoint myself this vessel's supreme hierarch. Pref inquires why you are seeking his friendship. You know the answer yourself? I have come to discontinue the cycle. Okay, is this gonna work? Deaf and indifferent. This didn't work. God damn it! Do we have to do this again? Hold on. Oh, you talk to Pref. Benevolence. Messiah of discontinuing. You're a Magos. Tell it something profound and spiritual and invoke the Omnissiah. I am fulfilling my sacred duty of service to the machine god. I intend to protect this blessed ship and the servants of the Omnissiah aboard it. Oh my god, really? I'm choosing the wrong stuff every single time, I guess. Alright, we'll be back to this and I will try some more combinations, but that is something we're gonna do in the next episode of Rogue Trader. Until then, thank you everybody for watching, have fun whatever you do, take care of yourselves, and don't forget, keep on gaming. I will see you all next time.